This wall should not exist. Over mountains, across deserts, through cliffs, valleys, and freezing wilderness, someone built a structure so massive you can see it from space. Or at least, that's what people say. But the craziest part isn't the size, it's the cost. Because the Great Wall of China wasn't just built with stone, it was built with human lives. Millions of workers, endless years, entire generations consumed by a single project. And even today, nobody knows its true length. This is the Great Wall of China, one of the most famous structures on Earth. At first glance, it looks simple, just a giant wall. But the moment you look deeper, the story becomes far darker and far more unbelievable. Because this wasn't built all at once. Different dynasties built different sections across centuries. What you're looking at isn't one wall, it's the remains of an obsession. To understand the Great Wall, you have to imagine ancient China constantly under threat. Northern invasions, raids, war, dynasties rising and collapsing. And in the middle of all that chaos, emperors believed one thing could stop it all: a wall. Not just a barrier, but a statement, a message to the outside world. Cross this line, and you enter another civilization. The scale is almost impossible to process. Modern surveys estimate the Great Wall stretches over 21,000 kilometers. That's longer than the distance between New York and Beijing. Twice. Think about that. Mountains, rivers, deserts, every section built without modern machinery. And many parts weren't even made from stone. In some regions, workers used packed earth, wood, bricks carried by hand, whatever materials existed nearby. Which makes the wall even more unbelievable, because despite all those different methods, it still became one of the largest construction projects in human history. Now, imagine the actual labor. No machines, no engines, just human beings carrying massive materials across brutal terrain. Steep mountains, burning heat, freezing winters. Workers climbed dangerous cliffs, hauling stone and bricks by hand. Some sections were so remote, materials had to be carried for days just to reach the site. And according to historical accounts, countless workers died during construction. Soldiers, prisoners, farmers. Many were forced into labor. Some historians believe hundreds of thousands died. Others believe the number may have reached over 1 million, which led to one of the darkest legends surrounding the wall: that human bodies were buried inside it. There's little evidence for that today, but the fact that people believed it says everything about how brutal this project really was. But here's the strange part. The wall didn't always work. Invaders still found ways through. Some climbed it, others bribed guards. Entire armies crossed despite all the effort put into stopping them. So, if it wasn't an unstoppable defense system, what was it really for? Some experts believe the wall was just as psychological as it was physical, a symbol of power, a warning, an attempt to control borders, trade, and movement. Not just to keep enemies out, but to define the edge of an empire. And when you get closer, you start noticing details most people never think about. Watchtowers placed at strategic points, smoke signals used to communicate across enormous distances, one tower sending a message to another across mountains within minutes. For its time, it was an advanced military communication system, not just a wall, a network, a machine stretched across an empire. Today, parts of the wall are beautifully preserved, filled with tourists, but other sections are disappearing, eroded by weather, collapsed into the earth, slowly reclaimed by nature. And that creates a strange feeling, because no matter how massive something is, time eventually wins. The Great Wall of China isn't just a wall. It's a monument to human ambition, to fear, power, sacrifice, a structure so enormous that even now we still struggle to fully comprehend it, not because of what it's made from, but because of what it cost to build. And maybe that's the real mystery of the wall, not how they built it, but how far humans are willing to go to leave something behind.
Because the Great Wall isn't the only structure built on an impossible scale. There are other places, other civilizations that pushed human effort beyond what should have been possible. And some of them are even more mysterious.
History doesn't disappear. It waits, buried, forgotten, until someone brings it back. This is Stone Reborn. If you want to see more lost worlds, more impossible structures brought back to life, subscribe and witness the resurrection.